Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
There's magazines out there like oldcars.com, Hemmings Motor News.
Right.
I put ads in all of those. I did some radio ads here in Houston, just various places. And then now it's really starting to be word of mouth.
Oh, yeah.
You know, after the fourth year.
And social media, you know, and they talk about, hey, I went to this last year, the year before, and I'm going to go to it again. And that kind of brings, each person's going to bring a couple of friends of theirs, and that's going to help you grow as well.
Yeah, most of them said it was the venue, but the majority of them said Woody's just such a great guy, I had to come again.
We all said that, but we didn't want to tell you that because we know about your ego. I mean,
There you go.
That's right. We can't even get it in the door. But and just for those people that don't know, this point around Galveston Bay is literally a point.
Yes.
And it's called Fool Point.
April Fools.
Not Fools, Fool Point.
This is April Fool's Point.
Yes, well.
He grew up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other end of the island is Eagle Point.
Gotcha. Well, it sits out really in the middle of Galveston Bay.
We have water on three sides of us here at this location.
And it is stunning backdrop. If you want to have your car, have a portrait of your car, this is the perfect place to come.
And that's something I'd like to say. We're going to have a video of what do you call him?
Videographer.
Here that's got a new product that he's promoting, that he's doing actually a video book of your car.
Nice.
Where he catches it in action going down the road and this, that, and the other. It's really, he's going to have examples of it here to show. So you'll be able to see that later on this afternoon.
Very nice. Yeah. Well, I mean, it truly is. I mean, if you park your car in the right spot, wow.
Yeah.
What a great
The background is stunning.
The only thing that would have been added to value would have the Battleship Texas going by,
yeah.
which it did this particular point.
Oh,
I know because I
it
flew
went by out here where you could see it? Oh,
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it went across Galveston Bay.
Yeah, if you go to Willie G's restaurant there in Galveston, you
Yeah.
can look right across, and it's in dry dock right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is pretty amazing in itself.
But we don't want to go there. We want to go to Topwater Grill
in
San Leon.
And if you're thinking that, oh my gosh, I can't do that. It's really not that bad of a drive.
Right.
45, the Gulf Freeway, southbound, like you're going to go to Galveston, exit Dickinson,
517.
FM 517, and you hang a left underneath the freeway and just keep on, keep
going
on
straight. Yeah.
Keep going east until you get to almost to the bay, and you make a right at the stop sign, and end of the road, you're at Topwater Grill.
And it's good fresh seafood. I don't know if you noticed the shrimp boat park down here, but he owns several shrimp boats, too, where he supplies his own shrimp.
Are
for
you
the
serious?
restaurant.
I
Yes.
didn't know that.
Yeah, it's caught, what do they say? Slept in the Gulf last night.
It slept in the Gulf last night. You know, I think that I've done that a time or two. But I don't want to get into any of the details of that. Okay, so you're expecting over 200 cars here? Easily. See, did people pre-register?
You know, I didn't do that because you never know what the weather's going to do.
Right.
God's blessed me all 4 years now with exceptional weather for the show. But I hate to, have to go back and give refunds and do this and do that. So, no, it's you pay at the gate, and it's just first come, first serve.
And for those that maybe are on their way and listening in the car, or those that are thinking, well, do I really want to go? Yes, there are plenty slots still open. Bring your ride. All of my friends that go to Chrome and Coffee, which is tomorrow, by the way, over at the Avalon Diner, all of those guys, this is a great drive down here on a Saturday morning. There is no doubt about it. And once you get here, you'll want to stay because it's funny that the whole car show cruise-in kind of thing has grown to the point now. I looked just yesterday, and I don't remember what website it was, but I went onto a website, and it shows all of the car shows. Cruise-ins on the weekends are it's blown up.
They're everywhere.
Everywhere.
They're everywhere.
And so this is a great cruise down, and bring your car down here and register at the front gate, and you're in.
And you're basically on this point, you're right on Galveston Bay, so there's a nice cool breeze, beautiful sunny day. I don't think it could be much better unless
I
I had
don't either. I don't either.
Bloody Mary in my hand.
Well, that should be. I believe they're going to open the bar here in about 45 minutes. And the first round's on me.
That sounds like a start to me.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's going to keep me here for a while.
Yeah.
Just that alone. For no
But yeah,
reason.
I've got to say thank you to all the people that come to the show and help me support it the way they do.
Well, I saw Biff up at the front gate.
You did see Biff. Biff
Oh,
is
yeah.
going to be one of the judges.
We
this
see
year.
Biff everywhere.
Yeah.
There must be multiple Biffs.
Yeah. But that's what started this show. With my wagon, I've done, numerous shows in Houston, and it seems like I always end up in some parking lot with nary a tree in sight. It's on a hot summer day.
That's typical for Houston.
It's just there's no real draw other than just the car.
Oh, yeah.
And this place, you got the cars, you've got the water.
Got great food.
You got the women. I've got a couple of models hired that can pose with your cars for you if you want to.
Careful how you say that.
What are you pointing at, David?
So there's a lot of good things going on here today.
That one.
Oh, I thought you
got,
pointed at David.
got us a real good disc jockey this year out of Galveston. DJ Mike's going to be spinning the tunes. So we hope to have a good show.
Well, it looks like it's going quite well so far. I noticed looks like a new paint job on the old wagon over there.
It is completely done. The only thing that didn't get painted was the roof.
Yeah.
And it was so simple what caused it all. I was at a show in Richmond, Texas, Old Town Richmond.
Yep.
And if you've ever been there, you notice that the curbs are 6 inches tall.
Yep.
Okay. So I parked up maybe a foot and a half from the curb, so there would be room to walk behind the car if somebody wanted to. And I opened the back window, but I didn't let down the tailgate. And I had my chair against the building there, and everybody's talking to me about appraisal business and talking to me about my car. And out of the corner of my eye, I see this fella. And he had to have been 95, 96 years old.
Well, my God, it's Don Armstrong.
In a powered wheelchair. And he pulled up to the back of my car. And when he bent over to try to see inside, he hit the little lever. And his front wheels went off the edge of the deal, threw him to the ground.
Oh, my God.
But the motorized car, hit the back of my car and knocked a chunk of paint out about the size of a softball.
Oh, boy.
And it was that old house. It was a 3-stage House of Color candy apple metallic.
You ain't going to match
Impossible to
that.
match.
Can't blend it. You cannot blend it. So I had to entirely strip the car. And
Well, we could have put a in-wheel time sticker on it.
I could have, or a big ouch or something.
Or
like
either that, or I'm
Band-Aid.
thinking about a bullet hole.
Yeah.
Well, of course, that would be a bomb hole,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, it would have been, yeah. But
And how mad can you get at him? I mean, you're so concerned that he
you
fell.
know, that's the first thing the
Yeah.
insurance got. Did you get his name and number? No.
Did he register his wheelchair?
Was he okay? Did he have a concussion after he fell out of the car?
No, it bruised him up a little bit, I mean, matter of fact, you can see even though I'm wearing a Band-Aid today, the skin gets a little thin when you get older, and it doesn't take a whole lot to just cut you open,
Well,
know.
early in the morning, Don's got very thin skin before his third cup of coffee.
Yeah, I am a bit testy, aren't I?
But I went back with a PPG pearlescent red this time. And I think,
something should have knocked out of it, then you'll be able to
blend it
blend
very
it back.
easily.
Yeah.
Plus, I think it made the car look a little fresher.
It does.
Resto
Yeah,
bond.
definitely.
It's shade or two darker than
Yes.
it was. No, I think it looks gorgeous. And then the pearl white really sets it off. The two pearl colors, it looks gorgeous. Well, tell us about the car, because people hear us talk about it.
Well,
You got about 60 seconds.
It's a 1956 Pontiac 860 two-door Handyman wagon.
860.
860. They had an 870 that was a four-door wagon, and then they had the Safari, which was the deluxe version, which is comparable to a Nomad. This would be comparable to a Chevrolet 210.
A B210.
Yes.
Got it.
Except it's an 860, so it's more of a car.
There you go.
But you also have it's an LS.
That argument's been going on for years, but Pontiac was actually above Chevrolet
Always.
class.
Yeah.
Always, yes.
But
I remember.
I had Camaro people argue with me years. I had a 77 Trans Am, and they always said, well, you should have got the Camaro. It's the top of the line.
The progression was Chevrolet, Pontiac, Olds Buick repaired Cadillac.
Absolutely.
And then somewhere at some point, Hummer and Saturn and Saab all mixed.
Don't even go there, please. That's we don't.
We're not real sure.
Forget
where
that.
But other than paint, I left it pretty. I put some better seats in it to make it more comfortable to drive. But I left the dash and all original in the car so that you can kind of get an idea of the way things worked back in the day.
Right.
Well, Woody, we're looking forward to the show. I know that you got people hounding you,
Yes.
wanting to talk to you, so you go do that. We're going to do a car review and move on with the show, and I know we got lots of guests that you're going to supply some.
I will send some up.
Okay, and we look forward to it. Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
Thanks
Good
for
to see you
having
again.
me.
Thank you, sir. I want to remind everybody that if you want to get in touch with us, our email address is info@inwheeltime.com. Time now for this hour's car review. Had a chance to drive the 2022 Lexus GX 460. And I said earlier it's a throwback because it is. It's 12 years old.
Is it really?
It's 12.
They haven't updated that thing in 12 years?
No.
That
Well,
is-
now updates are relative, but it's the same body.
Okay.
It's the same four-door, squared-off, Land Rover-looking Lexus. Okay. And so let me tell you about it. It comes in a base, a premium, and a luxury trim. The reviewed trim level was the Black Line Special Edition, and I'll get into that in a second. It is body-on-frame, full-size SUV. Will seat up to 7 passengers with that third row back there. Good luck. That wasn't originally planned as a third-row vehicle, so they smashed a third row back in there. And it's weird the way that the seats work. The bottom cushion in the third row slides underneath the actual fold-down part that has the back to the seat. It's a strange deal that I've never seen.
It's different.
Very different. Exterior features. By the way, this car has no exterior changes and hasn't really had any because it was introduced in 2010 and they haven't done anything to it.
2010? No.
2010. It's 12 years old.
That's kind of unusual to go that long without
I know.
Especially
it is.
for an import.
Now, they have managed to put a touch screen. Well, let me take that back. An actual infotainment screen in there with that touchpad deal that they're going away from. I saw some.
So they've heard your reviews.
Yes, and everybody else's. Okay, let's move on. Exterior features: massive, oversized spindle grille on this thing with sharp angled headlights. It kind of has a Range Rover upright look to it. Big fenders over the wheel openings give it a muscular look. Built-in side steps are handy. What I liked about it, the overall look is still relevant, even though it is a 12-year-old design. Actually, design is older than that.
Which means they did it right the first time.
Apparently. It is attractive. What could use improvement? The swing-open rear hatch is troublesome when someone parks too close in the rear. So,
It swings open like a front door.
correct.
That's unusual.
It's hinged
and
on
it's one door.
one door.
It's not a
No.
bi-door.
No, it's one door.
Okay. Yeah,
And
that is unusual.
It is unusual, and they don't make those, and there's a reason for it because you can't. If somebody parks behind you, or if you're in the garage and you've backed it in up against, because to get it in there you've got to back it up against the wall. You ain't opening that unless you move the vehicle out a little bit to open the rear door. Kind of a pain. Interior highlights: new 10.3-inch touchscreen. Also has the touchpad on the console that complicates control of it. Layout of the dash and console are not integrated. It's kind of like a sectional couch that you can move around. Well, this is kind of like that. Second row captain's chairs are optional. Greenhouse offers great visibility. Cargo trunk room small with the third row up. What I liked about it, the Black Line Edition has black ash steering wheel and trim. You got to be very careful how you say that. Black ash. Say that. Black ash.
The wood is black ash.
Black ash. Shh. That's correct. Any other questions?
Yeah, what happens if you get a hole in it?
The steering wheel itself is made of wood.
Black ash.
But it's made of wood.
Well, it's got, wood accents. in it.
So you're holding black ash whenever you're driving.
Ash. Yeah, correct. 4.6-liter V8, 301 horsepower, 329 pound-feet of torque. 6-speed automatic transmission. I'm telling you, it's old school. Tow rating 6,500 pounds.
That's not bad.
Rating, miles per gallon 15 in the city and 19 on the highway for a combined of 16. I was light on the throttle as I motored down the Sam Houston Tollway and got 18.1 miles per gallon.
But that's pushing a lot of wind.
Over 351.9 miles. What I liked about it, power is adequate. Can't imagine handling 4 people and towing a 6,500-pound boat behind it, but another story for another day. What could use improvement? More efficient propulsion and more power. 10-speed automatic would help, I think. But I would imagine that that's in the works. But, you know, Toyota Lexus, they like to think about it for a while. The new RX is coming out either late this year or early next year. Can't wait for that. But gives you an idea of they don't do.
When they have something that works, they're going to ride that horse.
Absolutely, all the way to the end. Ride and handling fairly smooth on road. Opt for the off-road package to get the air suspension, which I love the air suspension. What could use improvement? Shorter overhangs for off-roading. Base trim price, $66,710. I don't know what the price as tested is because they didn't give me a Monroney, but the base model price is $56,125, which is not bad for that size of a vehicle. Competitors, Land Rover Discovery, $61,900, Mercedes-Benz GLE class, $58,650, and the BMW X5 for $62,900. And that is my review of the 2022 Lexus GX 460. Thank you very much for playing. Time now for the cruise-in calendar.
So tomorrow is Chrome and Coffee at the Avalon Diner on Southwest Freeway in Stafford. Starts at 9 a.m. Not only is it a great meet to come to, it's great food to eat as well. Also tomorrow, the Wimberley Cars and Coffee at Bianco Brew off of Ranch Road in Wimberley, and that starts at 8 a.m. Also at 8 a.m. is Classic Cars, Coffee, and Donuts at the Whitehall Cafe in Navasota. On Monday night at Becker Wraps in College Station, and that starts at 8:30 p.m. and goes on to 10. Also tomorrow is the Woodlands Cars and Coffee for a Cause on Six Pines. You know, and our friend of the show, Randy Weldon, he's always facilitating that. That's a lot of fun to go to, and they raise money for local Montgomery County charities. Pistons in the Park is in Pflugerville. And that's it.
All right, thank you. The In Wheel Time Car Show streams on the iHeart Radio app and Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. 30-minute podcasts available from your favorite podcast provider. In Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.
Starting to work on your Christmas calendar? Be sure to add the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In Saturday, December 17th. You'll want to attend Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition at the Loopy Tortilla in Katy, 8 to 11 a.m. It's the only place cruisers compete for Loopy's Chili Pepper trophies and other prizes. There's no charge to enter your vehicle for Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, or Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's coolest and most unique cruise-in and is your opportunity to see the best hot rods, show cars, classics, and resto mods. And get Loopy Tortilla breakfast tacos with adult beverages. There's no entry fee and cars will automatically compete for those much sought-after custom Loopy trophies and other prizes. It happens at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. It's the Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition, Saturday, December 17th. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. Celebrate the Christmas season with friends and family at Tailpipes and Tacos. Saturday morning, December 17th, 8 to 11. We'll see you then. Weather.